Hey guys, Roy from A&S Gear here. We've got some drop forwards we're going to take a look at today. These are CP drop forwards, a couple of their different styles, different lengths. Kind of show you how they mount to guns and what the different sizes actually do to tank position. So we've got in front of us right here, just again a standard frame that we're going to use just for lining things up, just for demonstration purposes. And then we got 4 drop forwards right here. This is the CP Flame drop forward. Right here we've got the CP Razor drop forward. We've got the CP Micro Razor drop, and then we've got the Mini CP drop forward right here. Basically, all these are going to do. These are kind of a sequential step down or step up in sizes of different distance as far as moving the tank around the gun. Now, obviously we saw with a unimount or a direct mount setup that we looked at a little bit ago, it's going to mount directly to the bottom. Okay? Now if we want to bring the tank forward, if you don't like the tank sticking out, if you're trying to make it so the tank isn't protruding out the back of the gun, then a drop forward is a setup for you. With a drop forward, you got 2 holes right here. They're going to mount through the bottom of the frame. Obviously we've got our 2 holes in the bottom of our frame here. They're going to mount into the bottom like that. Now once we've got our drop forward on there, you need to then put an ASA on the gun. Now again, ASAs are where our tank screws into. Okay? So our ASA is then going to, same way we would mount it to the rails earlier, you got that dovetail mount right here, it's going to slide on. Now you got to make sure that the screws in here are backed all the way up so that you can actually get the rail on. Let's see if I can get this one down with my finger a little bit, far enough that we can get that on. There we go. So that's going to mount to here, which is going to put our tank all the way up like this. Now, just to give you an idea of what it would look like if we mounted directly to the gun. Again, here's our direct mount ASA. That's where it would mount there. So you can see the difference between where this tank sits right now and where it would sit if we mounted directly to the gun. So you're gaining about 3.5 inches or so forward, and maybe 2 inches, 1.5 inches down. So it's going to definitely bring the tank from being stuck into into your arm, into the shoulder, bringing it down, bringing the gun itself closer to your face. A lot of people like that style, like the gun close to their face. It's a preference for everybody. So again, that's the Flame drop forward. Then we've got the Razor drop forward. This one's a little bit shorter, so we can mount that on there. A little bit different right there. And again, because you're mounting on the dovetail rail, it'll give you a little bit of play adjustment. You can mount it here, you can mount it here, so you do have a little bit of adjustment on where you want it to sit. And we've got our Micro Razor, which is basically the smaller version of the Razor. That's going to mount on there like that, again, onto the rail. This is a smaller version of that. So again, as we're getting smaller, the tank is moving farther back and coming closer up to the gun. And then we've got our Mini. Now, one problem you might run into with the Mini is your fill nipples on your tank. When you go to screw this one in, it's very likely and very possible that either your fill nipple or the gauge itself will hit the drop forward when you go to screw it in. So make sure before you purchase the Mini drop that you'll actually have the room to fit it on there. You definitely don't want to get one of these and then put it all together and find out you can't put your tank on your gun. Definitely something you want to look into beforehand. So again, these are the different drop forward styles from CP. They come in all the colors, all CP's colors. They got a lot of different colors to match pretty much any gun out there. You've got your flame drop, your razor drop, micro razor drop, and mini drop. Check all these drops out and colors available at ansgear.com.